Stop listening to your uncle's real estate advice. Seriously. If your Uncle Bob hasn't bought a house since 1995, it's time to stop taking his advice when you're out looking for a home today. Outdated real estate myths are everywhere. So let's separate fact from fiction so you don't sabotage your own success. Don't wait for prices to crash. I've heard this since 2015 or 2016. We're going to wait on the market to crash. Prices are going to come down and we're going to get a repossession for next to nothing. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Because even now, if a house does go into foreclosure, most of the time the mortgage company is going to invest a little bit of money in it to get it looking good before they put it back on the market. So the day of repossessions and foreclosures being the best way to buy real estate, we just don't have that many of them going on right now. Second thing is always offer under asking price. You never want to pay full price. Well, that might have been true back in the day when it was a buyer's market. Even though our market is shifting slightly, we're still in a seller's market. And if you think you're going to come in on a house that's been on the market for 3 days, offer $25,000 below list price, and ask them to pay your closing cost, you're living in a dream world. It's not going to happen. You have to come in with your best offer up front. Buy the worst house on the best street. That's not always a great move, because sometimes the worst house is the worst house for a reason. Maybe it's the design of the house. Maybe the floor plan just doesn't work. Maybe it's a jacked up A-frame house in a subdivision full of ranchers. A-frame homes don't sell that easily. So make sure that you're not just taking this age-old advice and running with it. Look at how that house actually works for you. The last one is realtors just want a commission. Well, we want to get paid for the work we do. That's my answer to that. Realtors want the best for you. I work with a ton of different agents on a daily basis. And I can tell you that we have some buyer agents out there who truly sweat, bleed, and cry for their buyers. They are putting it to the test, trying to get their buyers the absolute best deal they can and getting them a good, solid home to move into. We do care about the people that we work with. So don't believe that we're just in it for the money, because sometimes there's not enough money in it to make us put up with some of the crap that we have to put up with on a daily basis. So make sure that if you're trying to buy a house, you're listening to your realtor, you're finding out with real-time local data and experience, and you're not listening to the advice of someone who hasn't purchased a home in probably 30 years or more.